Hello students, welcome to this video where I'm gonna tell you all the questions, biochemistry questions which were asked in this July INICET exam. In this video, I'm just telling you the questions and the answers. The detailed explanation video of this exam will be uploaded in the app. So, first question is, RBC uses which of the following substances during fasting or starvation? You know that whether it is fed state or fasting state or starvation state, RBC always uses glucose. So, congratulations to those who have marked this answer. This is correct. Next question was asked, RNAi. This means RNA interference or the silencing technique, silencing molecular biology technique, which is also known as gene knockdown. That was asked. So, question is RNA interference acts through. So, answer here is very clear. It is gene knockdown, right? Next is question number 3. Methyl tetrahydrofolate. Methyl tetrahydrofolate accumulation. It is increased. And functional deficiency of folate. One is this folate is increased in the form of methyl tetrahydrofolate. But still in the body there is deficiency of folate, functional deficiency, that is folate cannot do the function here. This is seen in the deficiency of, yes, vitamin B12, okay, because vitamin B12 carries this reaction of conversion of methyl tetrahydrofolate to the functional form of folate, that is tetrahydrofolate, okay. Next, coming to question number 4. Insulin, the hormone insulin, inhibits which of the following lipase enzyme? We know that insulin is anabolic hormone. It activates lipoprotein lipase, which is anabolic enzyme. But hormone sensitive lipase, HSL, which is present in adipose tissue, that is catabolic enzyme. It is inhibited by insulin and activated by glucagon, right? Next question on HbA1c, that glycosylated hemoglobin is best detected by. It is best detected by ion exchange chromatography, right? Question number 6. Which of the following methods uses RNA? Western blot is given as one of the options that uses antigen and antibody. There is antigen antibody reaction. It is also called immunoassay. RT-PCR is reverse transcription PCR, where first molecule taken is RNA. So, RNA is used in RT-PCR and that is the answer, right? Then question number 7, very easy and very common. The cytochrome C oxidase, that is complex 4 of ETC, is inhibited by all except. So, you learn these inhibitors of ETC. So, it is very easy to answer this question, because inhibitors of complex 4 of ETC are carbon monoxide, hydrogen sulfide, cyanide, sodium azide, right? So, here answer will be methane, because question is asking except, right? So, congratulations to those whose answer is correct. Then question number 8, binding site of microRNA on mRNA. So, this microRNA is again used in RNA interference technique. I have already told you in my lectures that this technique, gene knockdown, is very, very important. So, read this topic in detail, okay. So, this is the second question asked from this topic and the answer is 3-UTR, untranslated region of mRNA, right. So, mRNA is the target mRNA which needs to be inhibited. So, microRNA, MI means microRNA, that will inhibit this by binding at the 3' end of target mRNA. Question number 9, protein of human papilloma virus that inactivates retinoblastoma is? It is E7 with RB, okay. Then there was a question where two things were paired and you have to tell the incorrect one. So, this question is, which of the following enzymes or diagnostic marker is incorrectly paired? So, first one is the answer A option, that is von Gerk's disease is here paired with beta glucocerebrosidase, which is incorrect. In von Gerk's disease, the enzyme deficient is glucose 6 phosphatase, right? Detail of other options will be taken in the app. Then, next question, which of the following is not used for protein precipitation? The things which are used for protein precipitation are heavy metals, acetone alcohol, trichloroacetic acid, and learn all the methods of protein precipitation, right? But here, the answer is change in pH other than isoelectric pH. This will not precipitate the protein, because only at isoelectric pH protein precipitates, right? So, a pH any other than isoelectric pH will not precipitate the protein, okay? Then there was a multiple correct type question. I am not clear with exactly what was asked, so I am taking both the things which I have got from students. So, let us read question number 12, which is seen in G6PD deficiency, right? So, on option A, decrease membrane lipid peroxidation. No, there is increase lipid peroxidation, right? Damage due to free radicals is happening because G6PD is enzyme of HMP, and due to HMP, NADPH is formed and reduced glutathione is formed, which will destroy the dangerous free radicals, right? So, the cell membrane is intact, right? Now, we are taking G6PD deficiency case. So, all these things are not occurring, right? Now, option B, decreased generation of reduced glutathione. Yes, this is correct. There will be decreased reduced glutathione. Then option C, decrease NADH generation. No, there will be decreased NADPH generation, right? Then option D, decrease scavenging of RBC by macrophages. No, there will be increased scavenging, right? Due to oxygen free radicals present, right? Then hemolysis of RBC will occur. Yes, right? Then again another question, G6PD deficiency can lead to all except, right? So, we have to tell the wrong statement now, okay? So, option A, decrease membrane lipid peroxidation. No, there will be increase membrane lipid peroxidation. So, this is wrong statement. So, here if this question was asked, then we have to mark this, okay? Then other options are correct. Decrease fatty acid biosynthesis, yes, because fatty acid biosynthesis requires NADPH, and now HMP is not making NADPH in this patient, okay? Then decrease NADPH generation and impaired glutathione, yes, this is correct. Then scavenging of RBC by macrophages, yes, this is correct, okay? So, in this question we have marked the correct ones, right? In this question we have marked the incorrect statement, okay? Got it? Then question number 13th, positive charge in thick ascending loop of annuli is maintained by recirculation of which cation? It is maintained by recirculation of potassium, right? Then question number 14, which of the following supplement is required more for a lactating woman than the pregnant female? Answer is vitamin A, okay? Then sideroblastic anemia is treated by pyridoxine or vitamin B6 because it is required in heme synthesis. Then which fusion exocytosis complex is affected in tetanus? It is synaptobravin. So, these were all the questions which were asked in this exam. I have made this video so that students get questions as well as answers here. Detailed explanation video will be uploaded in the app, and I highly suggest you to read all these topics very, very nicely because your NEET PG exam is coming up in September. So, congratulations to those whose exam went well, and best wishes for those who have hopes for this September exam. Bye-bye and see you.